That's it. Oh, shut up, Biz Hub. Yeah, pull the other one, pal. Okay, Biz Hub. Yeah, blow it at your ass, Konica Minolta. I'm going to do a hue adjust. So we're going to experiment with hue once again. And we can't use... I think we can use brightness with hue, but yeah, I'm just trying to see that. If we've just found it... No, yeah, we can use it with hue, but we can't use it with contrast. So we have to leave the contrast out. So now we just got that. We're going to start with... Well, I think we'll better leave it on the hue adjust. No, what am I doing? Fuck it. I think I remember. I just got to remember what hue I've set it up for. So we've made it negative hue, or back -3. So hue at -3, which is the... looks like the cool end of the spectrum. So we're just going to get our original, which is another shopper docket. Aren't they really colourful things? Annoying ads, however. I don't like the advertising. I don't use these shopper dockets. You always have to spend more with a shopper docket than you'd save. You have to have a need for a certain product. And I just don't have any need for these shopper dockets. I can't find anything on a shopper docket much that I'd actually truly benefit from, so I don't bother with shopper dockets. All I'm doing with them is demoing them when they just end up in the recycle bin, like any docket. So anyway, I think we've got it on negative mode, so we're just going to make one copy first. Let's see how this one turns out. So this is hue at the negative end of the spectrum, which according to the graphic on the front of on the button, or on the, is basically the cool end of the spectrum, or whatever you call it, the cool end of the scale. So let's have a look at this one. So this one's the cool end of the scale. So there's our shopper docket. So we just maybe get a close-up look of it. So that's our shop. Maybe we'll do the close-ups at the end. We'll just give it a general. So that's the negative end of the spectrum. So now we're going to set it up to the mid-range, which means there's no hue at all. It doesn't show up. It doesn't show up on the hue adjust. It's just normal. It's a normal hue. So the regular one. We'll give a close look at each of them at the end. So, oh, okay, shut up. I know the original's on the original glass. I know that sound. And there goes that horrible rough running. I mean, it's photocopiers appear to be designed to break down more often than they should. Someone told me, or I read somewhere. Anyway, that's the normal hue. That's the normal setting. Okay, so we put that down. And finally, we're going to go towards the hot end of the spectrum, or the warm end of the spectrum. So the hue's gone. Now it's back in again. Now we're just going to put it on the hot end, or the warm end, and see how this turns out. But yeah, photocopiers are designed to make revenue for the companies. They're not designed to be as reliable or as easy to use as they should be. But when Luigi and I take over Konica Minolta and Xerox, we're going to design our own artificially intelligent photocopier. It's going to make a lot of tasks so much easier, not difficult like they normally do. Photocopiers are a pain in the ass to most people. Most people aren't like me, who like to play with them and have a bit of fun with them. It's not normal for them. It's not their thing. So this is the cool end of the spectrum. So that's the cool end. This is mid-range or neutral, just normal. And this is the hot end of the spectrum, or the warm end of the spectrum, you could call it. So there. So that's about it. I don't think we'll get up close to these. I think we'll just leave it as is, but I'm really happy with these results. Oh, hang it. We're going to make it. We're going to show the detail of each of these. We want to show the advert, just to get a close look at the graphics, because it looks really nice if you can see just what's happened here. So I didn't really show the shopper docket itself. I think I did show it a bit, but I just flashed it in front of you. But you can see the different shadings. It's hard to tell which one's the best. I think the warm end of the spectrum looks really nice. So we just quickly just run our camera just over it, just to see. And that's it. So I think that's pretty much it. And there's the three of them, the overview, to show you just the difference indeed. But basically, it looks like in some cases the warm end looks cool, or the cool end looks warm, but it looks like it's more obvious, more easier to understand here, because the cool is cool, the mid-range is mid-range, and the warm is warm, which is really nice to see.